I've been looking at the ingredients. I threw out my crock butter because of the soy thing. I threw out my tofu because of the soya thing. And my sugar-free French vanilla great value coffee creamer. The first two ingredients are water, corn syrup. Isn't that interesting for something that doesn't have sugar? Vegetable oil, so that's supposed to be bad too. Contains milk. I believe there's supposed to be soy somewhere. Even if there isn't, I mean, there's... Yeah, I'm supposed to not eat this either. It's going to be a really boring fridge. Morning was different. Right now it's 2 minutes before 8 in the morning of May 28th, 2024. I'm at home in the desert, and I'm getting ready to ship a few items from over the long weekend. On the scale, I'm 97.4 kilograms. My waistline is still 36, heavily cinched and tucked all the way in. Well, not all the way in, you can take it further, but, tucked in. I feel like my waist should be smaller and my weight should be less, or at least could be, both could be, if only because I feel swollen. I feel bloated. I don't feel empty. I've been using suppositories still. Today I used 2, not at once. Maybe I should have used them at once. I used one in the morning. One first thing, I thought I was going to go. It was false alarm, so I had to stick another one in because you're not going to put your hand inside the toilet and grab it and reuse it. Not that that's beneath me. So that's the update on that front. With regards to I don't know if it's acid reflux, GERD, indigestion, IBS, esophageal, whatever. Something is going on in my digestion from my chest all the way down to my gut. And something is not going on in my bowel exit point. Okay, so it's been days now of using suppository, and that's not going to make you be lightweight. I wanted to monitor certain things and see how I'm reacting. Yes, you're supposed to give it a week or weeks or months. I'm doing one day at a time. Who cares? Just feeling it out. I considered going grocery shopping today. I've already looked everything up. I still kind of feel like going, but maybe it's because I'm hungry. When you're hungry, make anything possible. You'll drive 30 minutes somewhere. At least I will. Instead of just fixing. But if you were to fix something in the house, you end up not actually going there. So maybe it wasn't that pressing of an issue. I would like to call this fucking doctor that I've been calling for more than a week for a while. Ask them for a prescription. I'm so over dealing with doctors and whatever. I wish I could heal myself so that I don't have to interact with doctors and their fake asses. So I need to get them to do a prescription so I can, when I go to town, also go to Walgreens and pick up my thyroid prescription. Something I tried to do a month ago, but you can't get hold of it. Nobody picks up. And now it's telling me, there's nobody in the office. I'm like, did these motherfuckers block me? Like, what the fuck? So I just, it's like, oh my God, can somebody just work? They'll say, hello, please hold. And you're holding and nobody ever comes back, or they're not available. They were not available Friday was a holiday. Wait, it wasn't, but they weren't available all of Friday on the phone. That's why I started wondering, am I blocked? And Thursday from 1 o'clock or noon they were not available. So maybe they weren't available all of Thursday too. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. I'm just frustrated about it. A part of me is like, just put on clothes, go to Stater Brothers and buy all the meats that you need and get back on the freeway and come home and let it be done. I can do that without making a big production of it. But I don't want to have to interact with people that are predatory, looking at you, you know who you are, dude, and be like, hey, can you pick up my medication for me? I don't want to do that because I'm going to town. Why can't I pick up my own fucking medication that I've been trying to call a doctor for a month? I even started thinking maybe I should send them a fax. That's how hard it is to get hold of these fucking people. It's obviously not the doctor, it's the rooms, it's the people in the rooms, and there's so many of them. Like, somebody fucking pick up the phone already, God. And there's no, so that's that. And yeah, right now I have a couple of cans of salmon that I'm not interested in eating. I would like to eat as much fat as I can, and I have none. I have one, maybe 1.5. I have 1 tablespoon of butter, unsalted. I just ate another tablespoon. I had about 4 or 5 tablespoons of butter earlier on. So I guess that's like a 1/4 cup. Excuse me, in the morning. I didn't drink tea today. Normally I start my day with tea, and I'd like to make that like part of my routine. But I was like, I just, I would like to lose weight. And so I'm trying to eliminate everything just to see, what I can lose at this stage that is supposed to be the best stage of losing weight, that I'm not gaining weight on. I feel like this is so me. People at this stage are like, oh my God, the weight is falling off, and I'll start gaining. People will also say, eat a lot of fiber and your system will work great. For me, I get reverse results. I just feel like my body is reverse, and I'm so over it. Of course, there are good things about being myself, and I do appreciate those as well. I'm just frustrated right now about not losing weight, and the inches are not even going down now. How could they go down if I'm bloated? So I want to go back to that place of, getting on the scale and being like, oh my God, tomorrow I'm going to be 93, tomorrow I'm going to be 81. You know what I mean? And so the last 3 days, it was so bad. One morning one day I had pork. Ended up having to make myself throw up. It was just coming up. It was refluxing, going back up. So I had to throw it all up. But I didn't have a lot of food, so my groceries then ended up being around. Not my groceries. I'm thinking of really going grocery shopping. My this is supposed to help your brain fog. My brain just fogged. My calories ended up being around 1,300 due to the fact that I threw up all of that food. And I was like, I'm not trying to throw up any food. I need the food inside me so they can keep me full and train my body. I won't train my body that I'm throwing up. What the fuck? So that happened. And then yesterday, it was, or day after or whatever, I had, I think it was yesterday, I had tri-tip. Didn't even know I had it. I found it in the fridge. And I was like, all right. So we made that on the pan, and its own fat, drank the fat, drank the Kool-Aid, and I ate it. I don't think I chew good because I don't really have all my teeth that are required to chew. And so I had up to a pound of that, which, yes, that's a lot. Sometimes I forget these kinds of things. I get carried away in the moment. It's a fine line between overeating to the point of getting sick and eating until you're full and then eating a little bit more. That's what they say. They say do it like that to train your body. That's overeating. So when I do that, it's not for me apparently. I'm like, oh, fuck. So then I got sick and I was like, I'm not throwing up this food. This is expensive food and I don't want to be somebody throwing up, like under duress. So I went to bed and I propped myself up. And I wish like my body had like joints in parts where I could just tilt from the chest up and let the rest of my body lie down because I just wanted to. And after more than an hour, maybe even longer, I don't know, I started feeling better. I was listening to music and Googling and whatever, and I started feeling better. I was like, all right, good. So I moved around, I did what I had to do, and my appetite was decent yesterday. I had up to butterfly. Let's see, I bet you the calories are going to be 3,000, even though I thought my appetite was good. Calories were 2,500 yesterday. I did do tea twice. One tea was 500 calories with butter and a little bit of protein shake. I still wake up with phlegm. I wonder if it has anything to do with the protein shake or the vanilla French creamer or what. Or butter. So I would have wanted to clear certain things up or out before I went to town so that I don't buy things that don't work for me. But at the same time, I have no food. And I really want to eat things that are... I prefer the times when I had diarrhea because that meant... that doesn't bother me. I work from home. And I pay too much anyway for water. But the usage is like $2 and everything else is service fee. So add that to my service fee. So I'm like, ugh. And I pay for sewer for 2 houses, even though I live in one house. So let me use this fucking sewer. So yeah, anyway, I'm like, I did consider just buying ground beef because it's cheap. Just buy 10 pounds of ground beef and eat a pound a day. Or they say you need to eat 2 pounds. I'm not buying 50 pounds. Well, you could buy 50 pounds. Wait, 35 times, that's 740. So I thought of that. I don't know if I have enough fridge for that though. And I mean, I can figure it out. For starters, I don't know. But I noticed that when I have ground beef that's cooked, I end up like eating it, even though I think I'm meal prepping. So we're going to figure that out. I don't want to end up, binge eating. But maybe if I'm still eating it and I still feel hungry, because they say you're not supposed to feel like you want it. You should just look at it and be like, ew, food. So, with my history of eating and food and whatever, I've had a lifetime of that, which I'm obviously not out of the woods yet. So that's that. And I tried to order these things online so I don't have to go to town, but it didn't happen. You can't apparently. Looks like Stater Brothers may have some beef for like less than $5 a pound, or for $5 a pound, so that would be awesome. So I can buy like $50, that's 10 pounds. That's not too much, because 10 pounds, if you eat, that means 1 pound a day. That's just 10 days if you eat 1 pound a day. It's not a lot. Or I can do 20 pounds of that and 40 pounds of ground beef. A bunch of feet. I don't want to spend too much. I mean, like, I want to be... eggs. I haven't been craving eggs. It's crazy. I haven't been interested in eggs. I did boil some, and I knew as I was doing it that I'm not going to want to eat these, and I haven't really, but I've been eating them because they're here, but the last few days, not really. So part of me is like, stock up on 60 eggs and eat them with your thing. But what if eggs is one of the things that need to be eliminated? How do I know? I don't know. Unless, I eliminate them. So I'm like, I would like to, people are recommending that there has to be a stage in your carnivore diet where you eliminate everything, and basically like a detox. They said it's highly advisable that you do that stage usually in the beginning, and then you reintroduce things back in one at a time. That's when okay, let's not do this, let's not do that. So instead of debating whether or not I should buy eggs or pork or whatever, because those things are cheap and there's a habit there, maybe I should use this opportunity to go clean. Holy shit. I really kind of want to get in the car and go now. I mean, I haven't really gone anywhere in a while, and I haven't driven my car since I bought a new battery, which that's kind of exciting too. Yeah, so it's 8:15 now. Let me package and ship these things, and then maybe I will call the doctor's rooms afterwards, because they're supposed to open at 8:30. Hopefully they pick up. I'm even going to do the star 67. Hopefully it works, and see if I can go through. And I haven't been drinking the Crystal Light. I call it Crystal Light because I think that's what's most popular. But I have Skittles or whatever. This drink, like Kool-Aid that you mix with water. It's supposed to be 0 ingredients: citric acid, aspartame, artificial flavor. A lot of ingredients on there. So I haven't been drinking that for a few days now, and I have so many in my fridge. I kind of don't want to return the things that I have. I feel like I'd much rather gift them to somebody. So I'm gonna return that. Sorry, I'm not gonna return it, but I haven't been drinking it. And today, a part of me, they say your body tells you what you want, what it wants. How do we know it's your body telling you what you want, or it's addiction? There's a fine line there. So I've been looking at the ingredients. I threw out my crock butter because of the soy thing. I threw out my tofu because of the soya thing. And my sugar-free French vanilla great value coffee creamer. The first 2 ingredients are water, corn syrup. Isn't that interesting for something that doesn't have sugar? Vegetable oil, so that's supposed to be bad too. Contains milk. I believe there's supposed to be soy somewhere. Even if there isn't, there's... Yeah, I'm supposed to not eat this either. It's going to be a really boring fridge. I did cook chicken drumsticks yesterday, and they came out actually decently. And I had a couple last night. Don't know if I really was hungry. I was bored. Maybe I was hungry. I don't know. Whenever I eat, I feel like there's so much. I feel like my stomach is stuffed. So when I eat, I have to be careful because I'm capped at a point, and any minute I'm gonna start throwing up. That's how it feels in the last few days. It's not a great feeling, and it really occupies your mind. It doesn't make you have a nice day. This morning, I ate. I drank my hot water. I did my suppositories, and constipation came out, as well as diarrhea after that. So, go figure. And then after, I ate the butter and the drumsticks, maybe 3 or 4 even drumsticks, because we're doing that thing of eating as much as possible. I really would like to be those people who eat and then you don't eat again all day, unintentionally fasting. I'd like to be at that stage, but maybe I need to, take it easy as well. Anyway, so I was enjoying like drumsticks, which was like super surprising. And I had them with butter, and then I felt that feeling of fullness. And I was like, I'm not throwing this up because then I'm going to be hungry, and then what am I going to eat? Like, no. And then I just went to bed and hung out in bed. This is like 3:30 a.m. Normally I eat around 4:30. So I stay in bed. I think this is the unhealthy part of my relationship with food. Oh, I feel nauseous. Whoa, all of a sudden, oh my God. Whoa, what the fuck? I've been drinking water. So, oof. This is miserable, dude. It's not kid or flu. It's been 30 days. Today is day 30. I started on the 28th officially. Well, to eat high fat, even though I did eat raisins that day and the following day. Anyway, a little bit, like quarter cup or less. Excuse me. Oh my God. I just want to irrigate my system and let everything come out. Right now, I feel better now, but for about an hour or so, it felt like there's a little bit of stool, rocky stool stuck, not in between my butt cheeks, but right up there. But I'm not sticking another suppository. Give me a break. Like, that's... Oh, excuse me, there has to be limits. Anyway, so a part of me drinking tea every morning is like kind of medicinal in a way. I drink it and then usually it sends me to the bathroom. It's what I used to do with apple cider vinegar, but until it stopped working, it's what I used to do with hot water and then eating an apple until it stopped working with hot water and then eating a tomato and a cucumber or either or, usually tomato, until it stopped working. So these things, they have like some kind of an expiration point, I guess, or maybe I do, I don't know. So it's fine. I just wish like I just want to drink hot fat and let it permeate my bowels and make me go and clear me out so I can feel good. Those things are very connected to me. All right, it's 8:20 and the doctors should be, well, they're there, but they should start picking up phones after. Which, yeah, probably they won't, but that's negative. Anyway, these groceries lasted from the 6th of May, and now it's the 28th. So 3 weeks. So I have to buy more this time. And wish me luck. I wanted to add that today. So yeah, it's still May 28th. I wanted to add that when I started feeling like shit this morning, I went back to bed. It was like 3:30-ish. And I like meditated, started breathing, hung out. Because I started feeling like shit and my whole body was like tired all of a sudden, even though I just woke up. And why are these fucking people calling me in the morning? They're hustling. Somebody probably canceled. I think this is my therapy room. Somebody probably canceled. And now they want to see if I want to take a session to a therapist I never want to see again. I made that mistake last time and I wanted to be open-minded and I took the session. And they want to ruin my day, basically. No, thank you. I'm working on unruining my day, on like making myself have a nice day. So anyway, I ended up falling asleep and I woke up at 6:30. I was like, wow, I slept for 3 hours. I don't know where all this sleep is coming from inside me. But it felt so nice to have slept some more because I've been waking up at 2. And I wish it would be a new normal because I loved waking up at 6. I think I don't hate waking up at 2, but I guess I don't love it. Because waking up at 6, I was like, wow, this is a good hour to wake up. Anyway, yeah. We shall see.